I always save my flour. I'm not making a big handful. As a matter of fact, I always use my mom's pie pan because my mom made the best biscuits in the world, and she always used this pie pan. So when she passed away, everybody was dividing out stuff. They all thought I was crazy because I got her old pie pan. They don't think I'm so crazy now, but the biscuits just turn out great. Alright, so I got that done. Alright, so make a mound. Spread it out. Make a hole, because that's where your ingredients will go. Which you will first of all, you get your little scoop of. I preheated my oven at 400. That was the bell to let me know. And you grease your pan up really good on the sides, everywhere. So then you get you a big, I got small hands, but you get you a big old chunk of shortening and you put it down in here. Now the trick is, it's up very well. I washed my hands very, very good. I always do. You gotta mix this shortening up real good with the flour without breaking the walls down, because you want to keep those walls up for your liquid, which is milk, is what I use. Sweet milk or buttermilk, either one. And you just pour in just a little bit at a time. Mix it in with the shortening and the flour, and you squeeze it. Pour a little bit more in. I'll set that down. Show you what I'm doing here. You squeeze, continuously squeezing. You don't take a whole lot of liquid. It's according to how much you're gonna knead out. What you do when it starts getting a little tough to squeeze through your hands, that's where you measure the fluffiness of your biscuits. So I like mine pretty fluffy and a little crispy on the outside, not real crispy. See, what you do is you take a little bit of the flour, sprinkle it on top, okay? Then you coat your hands with it. I'm going to do the other hand, then I'll show you. Alright, both hands, right? Then you take it, excuse me, then you go around and around and around and around. This is what I usually do on Saturday mornings. I make biscuits and gravy. I'm not going to be making gravy today. I'm actually going to save these biscuits for supper tonight. Alright, what you do is, after you gotten that pretty much coated, you take and you pinch off. Anytime it gets sticky, like it's going to stick to your fingers, throw some flour on it. And you pinch off your biscuit size. Okay? And then you take it and you knead it. Make sure the palm of your hand still got flour on it. You knead it rounded. This is, you just want to make it sure that it's rounded and it's all stuck together so it won't come apart. There's either Martha White flour, self-rising. Make sure it's self-rising, y'all. You never know who's watching this, so Martha White or White Lily. I use either one. I like White Lily too. That's what my mom used. I just pick which one's the cheapest, you know, at the time, because they both produce about the same quality. Alright, so I always make just enough to fill my pan. You'll get the hang of that later. Sometimes when you first start, you might have to throw some dough away. And it's according to what size pan you want. Fingers of your hand has got flour on them, and then you just not much, but just squish down your biscuits like that. It should look like that. Alright, so I forgot to give you the time earlier. The time is around about 30 minutes. You really have to just keep an eye on them just to see, you know, how they do. If they're getting brown enough for you. It's whatever to your taste. Mine, I like them like a golden brown. Well, then after that, you take them out of the oven. Before you shut your oven down, I always just use my fingers or a paper towel. My hands are clean. And I always just put a little bit of butter on top. Enough to get that flavor going into the biscuit. I always put enough on the edges so the edges don't get hard. And then put it back in your oven for no more than 5 minutes or so. Turn your oven off. We're back. My biscuits usually just come right out of the pan like that. Hit it a couple of times, and your biscuits will just pop away from each other. Now mine is usually more fluffier than this, but because nothing ever goes right for me. And they're delicious. You can either crumble them up for your gravy biscuit, or slap some butter inside the middle and enjoy. I hope y'all enjoyed this video.